Takes about a minute. Okay. Go.
Hi there. It is for the second to final time here on the Mat Men YouTube channel. We are bringing you live coverage of the UFC pay-per-views. It's UFC 295, Procházka versus Pereira, and I'm Matt Ryan, and that's right, it's the second to last one, but we're not mourning, not yet. We're Irish. We're gonna get fucked up first. But joining me, as always, in my ear and yours, it's MG Geek, and sitting opposite me on the other side of the metaphorical glass, the lovely and talented Stephanie Sotilli.
Hello. Yes.
Hi.
What do you think of sparkling winterberry?
Did you have a stroke?
I'm buying candles.
Oh, okay. That was
What is she doing?
out of nowhere. Shout out to Stanley Franklin and Young Ed in the chat. We'll be with you all evening long. Ooh, UFC 5 is out?
Yes,
I feel
believe
like
it
I
is.
just got used to 4. Just very odd. Very, very odd. But let's run through the card that was supposed to be headlined by Jon Jones taking on Stipe Miocic, but instead it'll be a fight for the vacant light heavyweight title. Alex Pereira taking on Jiri Prochazka. And for the interim heavyweight title in our co-main event, Tom Aspinall will take on Sergei Pavlovich. We also have Jessica Andrade versus Mackenzie Dern, Matt Frevola against Benoit Saint-Denis, and Diego Lopes taking on Pat Sabatini in our opening contest. And we are so happy to be here with you here on the Mat Men channel. Trigger D is here. Sounds like Stephanie got a new mic. No, it's just, I think, a better mic, a clearer mic this time.
It's definitely not, and I'm going to be turning it off when I'm not speaking, so people don't complain about whatever that noise was.
That was you just putting the mic down.
Just putting it down.
You were jostling.
It makes some stuff.
I send ripples through the whole universe, no matter what I do.
Well, we all have to have something we're good at.
For me, it's annoying people. No, that's Matt's. What is yours?
I do all this for everybody to be entertaining, and so they don't have to stare at the 3 bald men that are on the screen. The evolutions of stepdad.
I don't think that's how it went in the Bible. Was it 3 bald men? I feel like Joe.
Frankincense, DMT, and myrrh.
Oh, I was gonna say Joe Rogan definitely brought the myrrh.
I see what you did there. You're funny.
Oh, really? Because I don't at all. I don't know what that means.
And you can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ryan Yells. You can follow Steph at StephSotilli. And you can follow Trigger D. Pardon me. You could follow MG at Two Fight Forever. I was just reading.
Why not?
What?
Yeah, the viewer.
Trigger D. I don't have his Twitter handle.
I was gonna say all of our regular sweeties. You guys all follow each other. Go be friends.
And that doesn't mean that. To clarify, it's the second to last one for now, possibly forever. But it's not a bad thing. You see, I'm very tired. And I love doing this so much. And I love doing it with Matt and Steph, which is just very funny to say from a third-party perspective. But
and we don't know where Brandon is. I tried finding him.
He's alive.
What else?
He's alive.
What else?
Brendan is alive. He is going to be in
He's not. He's been sending me secret messages. He's not safe.
Christmas.
Okay, great. No, he's doing fantastic.
And the issue is a resolution issue because my computer is an asshole and it won't accept my YouTube 2.0 converter for my cam link. So it looks like I'm coming to you from 1977, which is why the shirt is open, is why it's very citrusy with the material.
You really do look like if the Bee Gees went tropical.
Yes.
There you go.
Looking at that's
that's dangerous, right?
That I almost got spat on at a fight press conference for the Bare Knuckle Fighting League, BKFC Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Brendan is not dead. Oh, Joanna Jędrzejczyk is alive.
Oh my god!
Why does he have hands?
He looks like an animatronic puppet.
That's not a real. Well, who are you thanking? Motherfucker just looks like Taffy. He looks like Taffy with hair.
It was just a jump scare. That's all.
That was just jarring as shit.
There
But
were fighters, and then
Yeah.
former president.
Oh God, I'm
yeah,
just now
that is
seeing
not
him.
Brendan with a do-rag in the background. That is the Catalyst Wrestling Freestyle Champion, Carter Mason. Yes, I have a Catalyst Wrestling giant banner behind me here in the studio now.
And
Because of course you
what I
should.
have to say in my monitor does kind of look like Brendan and a do-rag.
Jonathan Oh, you've been suffering through inferior commentary. Oh, who's going to break it to him? Oof, you find us after a year. We announced we were leaving, too.
Who, Robin?
Oh, no, our last live show no one saw, except the people who watched it live. So...
It's much like
we're going to get sued.
Like if you are a fan of Taylor Swift, it's like Scooter Braun took our last show and will not air it anywhere else.
It's very...
We
very
don't see the benefits.
1989 Matt's version. That's what I'm just going to do. I'm going to re-record all of our old fight
Oh my God, let's do that.
Don't you wish you
So
would have recorded it on
now.
your end?
Let's do that. Wait, can we watch things on replay? Let's go re-record our last live show.
Motherfucker's haircut. Hold on. No, we can't. What? That man's fighting. That man is fighting with that haircut. I saw Jimmy Butler on Miami Heat Media Day, and I was like, good rib. But that takes balls. But we will have one more show after this, and it will be stupid. I don't know what we're going to do yet, but it's going to be stupid as fuck. And we'll bring back some...
You're gonna make me work for that one, aren't you?
Oh, you know it.
The owner?
Sabatini is
I mean, the owner.
in the cage.
The owner has to make an appearance.
Yes. Well, no. Well, in some way, maybe.
Yes, he can. He might be very drunk, but he has to make an appearance.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Our
yeah.
owner,
Oh,
Matthew.
yeah. I'm sorry. I was confused for a second. I forgot who you were talking
No,
about.
our owner, who is made of felt.
Yes. But spread the word. We're still having fun. We're still rocking with you. And it is 10:15. And we didn't get a chance to play the game. But on the last show, we will play the game. But
Okay. You still haven't told me what you think about sparkling winterberry.
those aren't words that should be.
No, they're definitely words. I'm reading them.
Shut the fuck
These are not hieroglyphics.
Donate to the super chat and let us know what candle we should buy.
Ooh.
Pat Sabatini, largest control time in featherweight division history at 64.4%. Second best strike absorption rate in featherweight history, getting hit 1.35 times per minute. They count how good you are at not getting hit or how good you are at getting hit and not dying. And he's finished 13 of his 18 wins, 11 of them by submission. He crawls into the cage. I'm not retiring. I am taking what would be considered a much-needed vacation. But there's a lot of blood in that canvas.
That's why you're in the vacation shirt already.
Yes, yes, this is not a shirt I wear on television.
It's just full of citrus and grapefruit.
Maybe we'll
grapefruit
try
and
to
citrus.
talk him. Depending on how things go, we'll try to talk him into coming back for maybe 300. We'll see.
What?
I'll do 300.
Oh,
If you guys
this
want me to do UFC 300, I will do UFC 300.
just only do
That'll
just
give you-
one every 50.
That'll give you four weeks off or 3 months off, right? Something like that. That's in April. Yeah.
But we'll see how it goes, and just that man's hair. And I know that commission guy back there is a friend of mine. I know that guy. I've gotten drunk with him. Deacon, of course you want that haircut. Of course you do. That's Diego Lopez with the Theo Vaughn special. It looks like he lost a fight with someone with a very good pair of razors. This is a decision for a young man, and he's fixing it up. Why did people think the side swipe mullet was a choice to go with? Like, I know pot kettle black with my fucking Dr. Tom Pritchard hair, but I just Jesus, Mary, Mother of Batman, guys. And Diego Lopes, one of 11 triangle submissions in UFC history. That was earlier this year. No, I think that was supposed to be last year. No, that was August. He fucking did that shit in August. 13 first-round finishes. It just made no sense that he fought in August and now is fighting on a goddamn pay-per-view card. But also let us know in the super chat what you think and what candle we should buy. But as we wind at what?
I see marshmallow eggnog. See, I'm thinking of 4. I'm thinking of 2 remaining ones for Thanksgiving, for autumn, and 2 for winter.
This just does feel like we've turned into a morning show in Poughkeepsie, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
It'd be a very pretty backdrop.
That would. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Lopes, 28. He is facing the 33-year-old Sabatini. Lopes with the height advantage, 5'11" to 5'8", coming in a half pound under at 145.5. Sabatini at 146, and a slight 2.5-inch reach advantage, 72.5, 270. And Bruce Buffer looking refined tonight. He's worn that suit jacket before, but that is a fucking killer combo. As it looks like he clipped the grimace. If not, I believe Huckleberry Hound to make the lapels of that jacket there. The old tail of the tape theme does need to come back, Deacon. I agree with that. And also, happy 30th anniversary to the UFC. The UFC is now 30. Let me know when your first UFC fight was. What was the first time you ever watched a UFC? Mine is UFC 1. So, very full circle.
Does Jon Favreau in Friends count?
That's your first, yes, because that's your first encounter with the UFC.
Then it was that. I think.
More than likely. But here we go. Sabatini versus Lopez. UFC 295. Lopez is the plus 100 underdog heading into the fight. And it will be very interesting to see how he does, or if he gets mesothelioma from the fiberglass insulation that is on the jacket of Bruce Buffer. It just looks like the inside of someone's couch. Or he just found a way to turn the TV static you got back in the day into a jacket. Keith Peterson covered in every way possible to not show his tattoos. I feel like that's a New York State Athletic Commission thing or a Keith Peterson thing. And a random woman blows a kiss to us. That's a reminder to go to Sapphire. And here we go with round number 1. Sabatini on his back foot. Lopez controlling the center of the octagon. Sabatini in black. Pardon me, Lopez in black. Sabatini in blue. Push kick by Lopez. Sabatini with a kick to the body using that outside leg, leading with his right hand. Switching to his left, now back to his right. Goes inside, and Lopez gets hit hard with a right-hand head kick attempt by Sabatini, trying to put the pressure on here early going. Will we get a rerun of what we saw at UFC 294? With 4:15 left to go. Kick to the leg miss, and it looks like there's some raspberry jam on the nose of Lopez. Bicycle kick attempt by Sabatini doesn't land. Then it's a kick to the body by Sabatini. Man from Easton, Pennsylvania, the former home of, I believe, it was Larry Holmes. Larry Holmes was from there. Donald Trump watching this fight, wondering who the fuck either of these two are. Kid Rock is there, too, so it is the goddamn gala event of the season inside Madison Square Garden. Frank Sinatra used to take photos, and now it's the guy who wrote So Hot, sitting next to a guy with 91 indictments. And Lopez is beating the piss out of Frevola! Sabatini, pardon me, and it's over! Sabatini gets got, lights the lamp, and Lopez gets the win in the first round of UFC 295.
Nice.
Sabatini started opening it up. He hits the Eddie Guerrero taunt. Donald Trump looking like he is at the zoo, very, very happy. Just laughing, not knowing who the fuck that man is. Much like a pitcher for the Yankees at a rally in Hialeah.
There's also Kid Rock in there.
Yeah, I said that before. Yeah.
Right next to him. They're just two buds just watching the fights.
Couldn't name 5 guys on the roster. I bet $20. $20.
He's just there for the appearance.
What a fight from Lopez. What a round 1. Whew. Just stands up. We'll see the replay. Uppercut, missed most of it. Overhand right, catches him in the temple. And then, birate, coño, ba, 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 boo. He stops the fight and gets the win in round number 1. TKO, more than likely. That fucking right hand to the head.
I see what you did there. TKO.
Ugh. But that is the first fight of the night, and Lopez's team amped up. Shout out to Stephen Kelleher joining us in the chat. And if you just joined us, we're doing one more of these, and then we're taking a break for a while. We'll be back for UFC 300, and then who knows? It's not a bad thing. We didn't get fired again. I promise we didn't get fired again. No.
Danny White wanted to.
Yes.
But he just ended up wandering in the woods yelling just at the trees. He didn't know where he was.
He was yelling.
The puppet needs help.
By Kanye West, and I don't know why. But I will be taking...
That puppet has many problems. He needs help.
That fucking puppet. Motherfucking puppet. We're going to end up seeing him again before the end of this. But the Hunter 7 Foundation. I don't know what that is. Did Hunter Hearst Helmsley start a foundation? The young Ed saying there are too many likable fighters tonight. That is a problem. Like, to be honest, like heading into this fight, initially the main event's like, oh, Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic. Oh, I can hate at least one of these guys. There's a heel at least in one way or another in the main event. And shout out to the Portuguese translator looking like a member of Men in Black. Do you think why is Vince not there? Like that's a question I have. Like why is he not there?
I think he couldn't get the tissue boxes on his feet.
Oh. Get it.
Mm-hmm.
I think he couldn't get the didn't want to walk with that cane.
Paul! Why is he there? Why is my favorite person and favorite musician, that's a real thing, by the way. Why are they there and I'm not there? Vince, you can only walk with a cane and you have a mustache that most people... Shut up! Call Dana! He's mine now! They're all mine now!
I'll find the vagina monologue.
Oh, no, not again. I can't do that for that long. But Jesus, they're showing that right hand again, and he knocked snot out of his face. He punched fantastic. Snot out of his nose.
Oh.
And at that point, my man is like, Sabatini's like, no, please stop. I don't know what's going on anymore. Please. But yeah, we're 27 minutes in, and we're already through one fight. So good job by you, everybody. Next up will be Matt Frevola versus Benoit Saint-Denis. Lopez pointing at his team and shouting them out, I think. The captioning just says speaking Portuguese. Cool.
Good job. Technically accurate, but you did the bare minimum.
Translated. They're not even...
There it goes.
Okay, when the first... Yeah, there we go. And it's just... Yo, whoever's translating this or whoever's doing the captioning.
It's a robot. Nobody's doing that.
No, it's usually human-based captioning.
Not anymore.
They're all drunk. I'm not. I'm a good boy. I'm not drunk. Hey! Billy Two Shakes!
Yeah! Finally, someone interesting.
Yeah. Marlon Vera, wearing an interesting coat. Dustin Poirier. They find out what fashion is and then just say, fuck it. Justin Gaethje has got a face that just reminds you fighting can be a cruel-ass sport. But let us know your predictions in the chat. We got 2 interim title fights tonight. Procházka and Pereira, and Aspinall versus Pavlovich. And we have an interesting fight between Jessica Andrade and Mackenzie Dern. Like, that wasn't a fight I expected to see heading in before this card was announced. Because it feels like that's a fight that was supposed to happen. It might have happened before, but it just kind of feels odd that we haven't seen it already. But
wasn't something happened where they had to move that one? I think they moved it. I think it was supposed to happen on the previous card.
More than likely. At Nellis Air Force Base, Forrest Griffin is watching with some veterans and being punched by people. Why are you punching Forrest Griffin? How dare you?
Oh, by the way, happy Veterans Day to all our wonderful veterans.
Indeed. Happy Veterans Day to all who have served. Thank you for your service.
There, we got that out of the way.
They are at Madison Square Garden, and Jiri Prochazka walking into the garden dressed like he is about to go help Robert Carradine fuck some shit up.
I mean, his hair, he looks like one of the Who's from Whoville.
Well, he's about to be somebody's Grinch, and there is Alex Pereira walking in like he has a lot of real estate in Miami, and most of it is marshland. Sometimes the captions are faster than the actual speech. I feel sorry for the robot that has to do the live captioning for when I do fights. Because, 9 times out of 10, I'm saying shit that just doesn't make sense. Thank you. Thank you for that validation. But it is... You know, a thank you, Matt Chant. A thank you, Matt Chant, for all the hard work I've been doing the last 4 years across 3 networks. Only getting fired once, by the way. I only got fired once, which for me is a fucking miracle.
Seriously, if you know him, that's a miracle. If you know him, closely, it's shocking it hasn't been more often.
Wow.
I say a lot of shit. I am what you would call a problem. I am what you call a management frustrator.
To be fair, you are justified because you know you're smart and you know what you're talking about, and talented. So, granted, you know you're correct most of the time, but I'm still going to be shocked that it's never been more times you were fired.
Yes. And if you want to listen to me in a podcast, I am doing a podcast infrequently called Saying Words. So if you want to listen to me, this is 100% fucking serious.
Saying Words.
Saying Words is the name of the podcast. It's me, Rob Fabian, Corey Hammond, and a rotating list of guests that just happen to jump in on the Discord call we're on. And we talk about anything from football, our personal lives, trying to figure out why you search for validation in your life. It gets very trippy, very weird, and this week's episode involves Baby Bash for reasons I can't really explain.
What is that?
Baby Bash is a rapper.
Thank you for clarifying. That otherwise sounds horrific.
Matt?
Yes?
I know some really good surveillance guys for your football league if you wanted me to get you in touch.
Surveillance?
I'm in
a
Michigan,
free agent
remember?
at the moment, so if you want to pay me a decent amount of money to do a job very well, shoot me a note on Twitter at Matt Ryan Yells, or donate to the Patreon that we woefully handle. Marathon Refrigeration, aka the coolest motherfucker in the chat. You know what? Good one. Comment of the night so far. But yeah, you can... I will do more for the Patreon at patreon.com/Dan A. White. I'm going to try to do more writing, maybe some more verbal essays, and whatever else. What do you guys want from me? I'm not being...
Go, hurry, quick, guys, listen. do it now before you tap whatever you want.
But let me know if you do want to donate to my Patreon as Benoit Saint-Denis. That is an unfortunate name in the business we are in. But Benoit Saint-Denis from Nîmes, France, one of 12 active French UFC fighters, making his way to the octagon to take on Matt Frevola in our second fight of the evening. Moving fast, moving quick through this bitch.
Also, that was one of my favorite levels of Red Dead Redemption. Saint-Denis.
Yeah, I know.
Who doesn't love it there? I was hunting alligators.
But if you want to donate to the Super Chat, or if you donate $20 to the Super Chat, I'll sing you a song. Above that, whatever, the Stanley Franklin MMA commentary. Thank you. Yes, I will. You know what? If I get enough patrons, and it's got to be an absurd amount of patrons, we'll keep doing this on. We'll do it exclusively on Patreon, but it's got to be like 100 patrons.
Okay. Do what?
We'll keep doing this if we get 100 patrons.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be something different.
Like, I've wanted to do other stuff. I did that Y2K stream a couple of times. That was very
I say we take advantage of the N64. It is in the living room.
You know what?
All of my old games and the Sega Genesis.
Oh, if people want to watch me Twitch stream stuff, I'll do that. It'll just I don't know. There's a lot of things I want to do, but I don't have time.
Yes, sure.
There's that is a big-ass French flag. That is a large... How did they get that in the garden? Like, we've walked through garden security before. Like, I've done it as press and as a human. The press is 95 times easier than the human. But getting that big-ass flag in there, like, when their backpack laws are weird and whatever the fuck, like, I just don't know how the fuck.
It's up their butt. They put it up. Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know you hear me.
I do.
It's how you sneak things in, no?
And Matt Frevola walking into the garden, walking the same building that Muhammad Ali walked into. Mike Tyson has fought in. Hulk Hogan also was there once. The building that Bruno Sammartino wrestled in, and Matt Frevola just looking like every white comedian of the last 20 years combined with a Conor McGregor haircut makes his walk into the octagon. That's a true point, Trigger D. A wise man once told me, don't ask questions you're not prepared to know the answer to. Fair point. I'll save all the very gushy, nice, sweet things about all of you guys at the last show.
Yeah.
And also, it seems like every December we're doing we don't know what the fuck's gonna happen show, so we did one Your Mom's Box show last year, so might as well. It's a very Your Mom's Box.
I don't know what that means.
Stirring a spoon in a styrofoam.
Is that a metaphor?
I think so.
What the hell does that mean?
And there's a member of the Air National Guard dapping up Matt Frevola, getting a salute. I feel like that was a very nice thing, but I don't know what that was from. I couldn't fucking tell you. And also, thanks to everybody who's been with us the last year after we moved from one platform and had to build another. Frevola, the third longest active UFC knockout streak with 3. Oh, it sounds like your microphone's not on.
I don't know. You know, I was wondering if they could hear me this entire time.
They said
I can hear you.
he could hear you. If he could hear you,
I don't know.
As long as I can hear you, they should be hearing you.
Okay, if you heard me say cupcake, please write that into the chat, and then I know that they can hear me. Or maybe it's better off if I don't talk.
well, you're coming in okay on my end.
Hey. If anyone writes cupcake,
No, it's not the
I know they
MIDI
can hear
cable.
me.
It's where she sets the mic. It's all good.
I'm just holding it in my hand. This thing is sensitive.
MIDI? Who the fuck? Am I using a MIDI cable in 2023? Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Really not going to miss doing the tech for this. Frevola 33, Benoit Saint-Denis 27. Benoit Saint-Denis at 5'11", 5'9", both coming in near the goal weight. 156 for Saint-Denis, 155.5 for Frevola. Steph, yes?
Yes. No, I was listening to you. That's all.
Yeah, they hear you.
They hear me.
Thought you were going to say something.
I'll never talk again now.
Wow.
No, I just thought it'd be funny if I go through all that. I'm like, don't worry, all right, I won't talk anymore.
Virginia Valley writing Misha Tate for some reason. What about Misha Tate? Why is Misha Tate involved? Benoit Saint-Denis has a lot of tattoos that are making me ask a lot of questions. And yeah, do what Marathon Refrigeration's about to do. Donate to the Super Chat. Buy me a Wawa sandwich that I'm compelled to buy, even though we had very nice food before the show. Matt Frevola is very excited. He looks like Paul Wall's sleep paralysis demon. And Mike Beltran with his beard tucked into his shirt.
Misha Tate's nickname was
yes,
Cupcake.
Yes, that was.
Yes.
We just like cupcakes. It took me a minute.
Yeah, I did not know that. I learn something new every day, and I'm going to forget it tomorrow, but I appreciate it in the moment.
And here we go at round number 1. Frevola narrowly avoids a head kick from Saint-Denis. Overhand right followed up. Saint-Denis getting hit with a kick to the midsection, then a leg kick by Saint-Denis. 4:42 left to go in round number 1. Right uppercut followed up by an overhand left by Frevola. The first shot landed, the second did. Another quick right hand from Frevola does not land. A lot of frenetic energy from the man from Huntington, Long Island. Just a short train ride away on the Long Island Railroad. Take very sad, drunken journeys on that Huntington line. And Frevola gets dropped to the ground, and now Saint-Denis tried to pull a fucking choke, but now he is down. He is in the Mormon position, and he is wondering how his legs are akimbo inside the garden. Rotating over now, Saint-Denis inside control, trying to pull in a submission here. Now, trying to get into the Luther Campbell position is Matt Frevola. Now on his knees, now trying to avoid getting choked out by Saint-Denis. Frevola picks up and slams down Saint-Denis, spinebuster style. 3:45 left to go in the round. Shout out to Marathon Refrigeration donating $5 for the cause. Straight cash, homie. I miss my board. Knee to the body by Saint-Denis. Head kick and Frevola gets dropped and it's over. Point of the nose. Saint-Denis knocks him the fuck out. Going up, going down, much like a fucking British goddamn fuck. Damn it. What's the name of the goddamn store?
The Tube. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, upstairs, fucking going up, going down. Are you being served?
Are you being served?
Well, that call was an abort. Oh my God, look at the blood in his eyes. Well, that call's legal in Ohio now, so I got that going for me, which is nice.
That was a much more clever way to say that.
Yeah.
I approve.
Oh,
but
figured it out.
Saint-Denis in the first round, shutting Matt Frevola's lights out. His PSE and G bill must be astronomical. We just see here on the replay. Beautiful leg kick. Gets over the defenses, catches him, and you see the moment where a gash comes up right around his eye, getting hit, and then there it is again. Just a beautiful leg kick. Cuts him with his nail. And Frevola was in trouble, and then just bam! On his back foot, does not have his hands all the way up, and gets slapped by Benoit Saint-Denis. Trigger D saying that's the first French victory since Napoleon in the 1800s. Well played, sir. Well played. Good job by you, pal. And one of the rare times we have a UFC card in the middle of the afternoon, and now both men giving each other a salute. They showed Are You Being Served in the U.S.? Of course, PBS, baby. public broadcasting. That's how we found Monty Python, Are You Being Served? The Muppets. It was a great place.
That's part of who I am today. It's why I am this way. As I was watching them at 5 years old. Not Mr. Bean. I did not like Mr. Bean.
Matt exploded. It's why I tune in. I like that.
It should go on your business card.
Yeah. It's not I'm not a broadcaster. I'm just a spontaneous combustion waiting to happen.
There you go.
You are perpetual. Your spontaneous combustion perpetually happening.
I'm a never-ending gas explosion. I'm the Taco Bell test kitchen. Oh, yeah, and this show is brought to us by viewers like you. There's a lot of... Did not know there were a lot of French MMA fans in New York City. Reactor, yes. The spontaneous combustion. Yeah, y'all not here because of my MMA takes. I'm aware of that. In terms of MMA personalities, I'm the least educated, but I'm the most interesting. And I feel like unlike other shows, we could talk about other things and they can be funny and intriguing and a good time.
What's that?
Yes, I'm a reactor. I wonder if I'd get better gigs if I just stopped saying I'm a play-by-play announcer and I just say I'm a reactor. Brought to us by the letter Y and the number 6. Oh, boy. Oh, the frozen food guy's there, too. Ain't that a bitch? Tucker Carlson's also there.
The frozen food guy.
Yeah, he's his stepdad is, or stepmom is like the heir to the Swanson dinner fortune, which is just a very odd thing. Tucker Carlson doesn't look like a guy who knows how to enjoy a combat sports event. Like, not even his politics, just like his face. Like, he enjoys watching humans suffering, but I don't think he knows how to react to it in real time with an audience around him. Well, Jonathan, so thank you very much. I'm an actual play-by-play announcer. Like, this is what I started trying to do in terms of my career. I just have charisma.
Wow.
Don't read it.
I know what to do.
Don't read it.
I know how to handle that exactly.
Okay.
I sell for it, and that's all I do.
Yes, don't read it. It's a little Easter egg for anyone that wants to watch this back.
Yeah, if we keep the live chat up. But Benoit Saint-Denis looks mad that he knocked him out. He looks mad that he didn't get the full 15-minute workout.
Nice.
He is bleeding from the eye nonchalantly, and now he is calling out Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje, I shall fight you. I shall kick your ass. And then I shall go home.
Oh, you're trying to French.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What do you think I was trying to
I don't know. I thought it was a firing type of accent.
No.
But it's just French.
No, I feel like I'm okay with that. I'm
okay.
European.
That's French. Isn't part of your family French, or was it it's Irish? Oh, okay, that's what it was.
I wish I was part. It would make me way more interesting than I am.
This kind of looks French. Very long curly hair, the shirt open, looks kind of French.
No, it just looks like dirtbag.
Okay. They can be dirtbags in France.
I'm just a mid. Whoa! Look! Ah!
Wait!
Why?
He got off that building safely.
That was the Empire. He climbed the Empire State Building for some reason.
Right. So he got down safely. I mean, that's nice.
Jared Leto, Jamal Hill, who looked like fucking Carl Anderson from goddamn OC. That was très magnifique. I should have yelled Tabernacle when the knockout came. I just on Monday morning quarterback that call.
Every day, you don't understand, people listening, is he says French words apropos of nothing.
2 semesters of college French.
Every single day. What is this? So small. You yell that when you like stub your toe. That's every day.
Yeah.
You yelling in French.
I hung out with a lot of people from Quebec in my early 20s, so I just kind of stuck.
Just saying.
I know. Entitled tourist. You know, the French tourists are not usually in New York. Like I'm trying to. Oh, Power Slap is back. Great. Yeah. Let's advocate for more of this. Who the fuck? This just looks like an esports tournament or backyard brawl. Oh, they made it. Oh, they made it Ultimate Fighter. Oh, good. And it's on Rumble. Fucking dandy. I wish I was rich enough to do stupid shit like that.
No. Why? No, you don't.
No, not that exactly.
Oh,
I just mean like stupid shit. Like bring the wacky races to reality.
Okay.
Like
I want to make a league where they kick each other in the balls.
That actually probably would go over to an extent.
Oh no! Fuckhead is back! Oh, good. Oh, good. A 5th-rate indie worker who's jobbed more than the fucking Outrunners the last couple of years is back on pay-per-view to get no buys. He's as over as a cancer diagnosis. Oh, me versus Steph. I wouldn't even make it. I wouldn't make it. But, yep. Oh, good. Leon's about to fuck his shit up, bro. Let's go. Oh, if Colby Covington gets fucking dropped on my last night of work, I'm a shmoney dance. I'm a sea walk into retirement.
Did he lose last time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got fucking Cook City All-Stars. It makes me so happy watching him get his ass beat. Because he's just bad. Like, the Trump shit aside, he's just terrible at it. It's just like, it's a sad attempt. Like, Roderick Strong could do your job better than you, pal. Stop it.
I don't know what that means.
I stand by my statement.
No, I don't know what that means.
Matt?
I think it's just...
I have done something. I have upped the production on one of our last shows. Look.
Okay. Oh, we have a live odds gimmick now. It looks like we made it in fucking Windows Movie Maker, but I like it. Well, I like that we have this now.
It's a standard template, and because this is 2 shows, I'm too lazy to make one from scratch. So here you go. Yep. Now I just got to figure out how to add that to my little buttons over on this end. That only took me one whole fight to figure out.
Good job.
And I have to manually edit it, but it's cool. Let me see.
And they're highlighting our last show, UFC 296. Well, we'll be back for 300, but our last monthly show. What? We're doing it's UFC 300. I want to do the 300th one.
Do only the hundreds. 300, 400, 500.
Every 4 years. That would be.
That'll help.
Well, you know who they're going to bring back for 300 is Lesnar. So he'll have done 100, 200, and 300.
You really think they're going to have Brock Lesnar at near fit? You know what?
No,
God damn it. For number 300. We're going to get him. Where's Don Fry? Where is he? Get Dan Severn on the phone. I want to see those mustaches fight or kiss. Make it happen. Oh. Okay. Shakhmat Rachmanov and Stephen Thompson. Tony Ferguson and Paddy Pimblett's a fight. Vicente Luque versus Ian Gary. And then we got Pantoja versus Royval for the flyweight title. And then Leon Edwards against Colby Covington. That's UFC 296. And we'll be coming to you Saturday, December 16th. Right here on the Mat Men YouTube channel. I am so happy to be here with you guys tonight. It's been a very fun show so far. If you've just joined us, we are 2 fights down. And we had Benoit Saint-Denis starch Matt Frevola. And to start things off, Diego Lopez starched Pat Sabatini. And that is getting us to our third fight. Is Jessica Andrade versus Mackenzie Dern. Both women looking to make an impression here as they return to action. Andrade 24-12 in 36 fights. She's knocked out 9, submitted 8-7 by decision. And Mackenzie Dern, in terms of has won 7 fights by submission, 6 by decision, 3 also losing by decision. Mackenzie Dern is, I would say, her and Andrade are polarizing fighters, which makes this fight very interesting. And taking a look at the chat here, that I wish worked at the moment. This might be the only fight in this coming to us from Trigger D where Dern's ground game gets nullified. Kelleher says Mackenzie will stall out after 3 minutes. It'll be interesting how long this fight goes and how things tend to pan out between Andrade and Dern. Let us know your predictions in the chat. Of the fat baby. Itchy as a motherfucker.
Oh. Look at that.
What are some of the other MMA commentary shows going on anymore? Like, I don't know who else is out there. Like, there's obviously people out there because they exist. I just find it interesting to know what other ones exist.
There are obviously people out there.
Yes.
They do exist.
I know they exist. I just don't know who the names.
It's not just the two of us that are left in this room and a disembodied voice in our ear.
Yes. Mm-hmm. I know. I don't know who my competitors are.
I'm the last person to ask.
I'm asking and I'm looking.
I have no idea.
I'm just interested. I think
I still say we should have done Creator Clash, but that's just me.
You're right. You've been interesting. I don't know how this fight's going to fucking go, but I feel like if there's going to be a fight on this card that goes the full distance, this might be the fight.
Yeah.
With their background and all
Mackenzie
that.
Dern came out of nowhere.
Well, Dern's been around for a minute. She just fights irregularly.
Yeah, and that's when I
a couple of years back.
When I did the notes, that's what I noticed, her record compared to Andrade. Is that her name? Yeah.
Shout out to Faux Sushi in the chat. Glad to have you here, bud.
What would you say if, in the interim, for extra content for them, we instead watch Street Beefs?
I would watch that.
You don't want to commentate that?
I would do that.
Yeah.
I'd do that. I'd do Street Beefs.
It's beef, right?
Yeah, Street Beefs.
Okay.
I also just want to do a show where I watch really old wrestling and just talk about it. Like, that's the dream scenario for me, where I can just get material. Yeah.
I gave you a whole territory that I had totally forgotten about because I couldn't get it.
Yeah, you gave me you gave me the Detroit stuff that I do want to watch. I was watching that Luthez territory the other day.
Yeah.
And the entire match was just a hammerlock. But Mackenzie Dern, most submissions in UFC strawweight history with 4, 5th most control time, the only female in the UFC roster to accomplish that, and also be a 2-time BJJ World Champion, black belt, and ADCC champion. The other guys are way too PC. I'm anti-PC. I guess. I say fuck a lot, so I guess that in the classical sense.
And Luther Campbell position isn't exactly. I
do utilize Two Live Crew a lot. Ariel Helwani, yes or no? I have a lot of complicated emotions around Ariel. A lot of professional things that it's not his fault, but it's a consequence of him. In terms of my career, that is a haircut on that woman. That is a hairstyle choice, young lady.
Okay, it looks better now. I thought it was a mullet.
No, the other side of it,
It looks a lot better.
Yeah. And Jessica Andrade, happy to be here. Very happy. Pole Pothead. Oh my God. Pole Pothead. Double guns. double fucking.
That and Faux Sushi. These are great names.
As Andrade gets fussed over by various members of the New York Athletic Commission. Always funny to me that I end up seeing 2 to 3 people I just know because I work in wrestling, and my dog is Olive is being Olive right now. If you can go get her a toy, I think she'll do that. She'll stop that. Third fight of the night, just about an hour in. I'm Matt Ryan. You can follow me on the Bird app at Matt Ryan Yells. That is Matt Ryan Yells on the Tweety Bird machine. Andrade, most performance awards in UFC strawweight history with 8. Second most wins in UFC women's history with 15. Third most takedowns in women's UFC history with 39. Going to have to utilize her takedown defense, physical strength, and effective striking in our third contest, our co-main event, our last non-title fight. And you take a look at the live odds here, plus 205 for Andrade, minus 250 favorite for Mackenzie Dern. So Dern walking in the favorite is very interesting to me. I've never had this much room behind me, Matt. It's a very odd thing.
Don't fall over. Just don't tip over. That'd suck.
Well, I'm sitting in an office chair. I'm not gonna fucking klotz over like an asshole. I am an asshole, but I'm not gonna plotz over like an asshole.
Oh, he is. I have the chats to prove it.
Burying me for no. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape as this asshole buries me in front of my audience.
Well, did I miss the burying Matt time?
What was that?
Did I miss the burying Matt time?
There's more time for it. Dern with the height and reach advantage. It's slight. Andrade at 116, Dern at 115.5. Andrade 5'1.5", 5'4" for Dern. And the Alex Pereira fight has not happened yet. That fight won't happen for at least another 15 to 20 minutes. Mackenzie Dern, the minus 230 favorite. She's 7-3 as a favorite in the UFC. And shout out to you, Trigger. Yeah, I used to be something else on there. Now I'm Matt Ryan Yells. I feel like Matt Ryan Yells is easy as hell to follow.
That's how I find you. I have no problem finding you. Because by the time I hit the Y, it pops up for me.
Fucking Kelly Oubre from the Sixers got hit by a car at the Sixers facility. Just open up Twitter. Jarring when you look up at the monitor. Alex Pereira did not fight yet. He did not win. He did not lose. He has not walked to the octagon yet. Please be patient. That fight is another fight away.
Oh my God.
She is just like that. They are holding that fucking shot. Okay, there we go. Bit of a peel out. And Keith Peterson again, looking very angry, is our referee. And here we go. Our third fight inside the Garden. Bill Burr sitting in the background. Dern controlling the center of the octagon, met by Andrade. Kick to the leg by Dern. Dern utilizing that double jab early on. Feign another kick to the knee by Mackenzie Dern. Circling around as Andrade controls the center of the octagon. Dern bouncing around. Kick to the stomach, followed up by a quick combination. Dern gets it into a bulldog, takes down Jessica Andrade, now trying to finish it with a choke. but Mackenzie Dern finds herself out of that situation, being pushed off by Andrade. 4:07 left to go. Round number 1. Dern caught Andrade's kick to the stomach. Andrade, controlling the center, catches the ankle of Dern, spins around, pops her against the fence. Dern will step in with a left, followed by another left, only catching one of them, kick to the ankle that time by Andrade. 3:46 left to go in this strawweight battle in the first round. Another kick to the knee by Dern. Dern now utilizing that left hand. Andrade feigning a left of her own, kick to the ankle by Andrade, the former champion. Kick to the, almost looked very low by Dern. Andrade finding herself in a bit of a momentum shift now. Still controlling the center with 3:03 left to go in the first round. Dern looking to switch things up here, looking to take the momentum back from Andrade. Left-right combination, quick phone booth fight there. Dern getting the better of the exchange, ending it with a right hand to the head. Swear to God, I thought I saw an Elvis impersonator for a second in the crowd. Either that or the ghost of Casey Kasem. Not finding that right hand is Mackenzie Dern. Swear to God, I almost called her Laura Dern.
Jurassic Park reference. Nice.
Looking to leave that blue velvet a little bloody. Here's Jessica Andrade. Kick to the ankle. Dern throws a right hand. Finds some faith in her hands. Falls down to Dern. Andrade misses a swooping left hand. And now they are currently locked up. Trying to get a Muay Thai clinch as either fighter knee by Andrade. Now trying to pull into that single tie clinch. Right hand thrown by Andrade. Dern throwing a left of her own. 124 left to go. You don't want to buy a beer at the Garden. That's fucking $80. And we got a firefight between Andrade and Dern. Andrade getting a little swollen in the face there. Dern keeping her composure. 1:05 left to go in the first round. Straight left thrown by Dern. Tried to get her with the Marge Simpson punch. Yo, fucking wild. Under a minute now, 52 seconds left to go in round number 1. Just wading through all of the blood in the canvas. Quick left hand thrown by Dern to the face of Andrade. 2 more lefts. Quick jabs from Dern. Trying to utilize her boxing. Gets caught on a kick attempt. Andrade couldn't land any blows. Utilizing her range here is Dern. 30 seconds left to go in round number 1. Trying to swoop the takedown is Mackenzie Dern. Has the leg of Andrade. Can she Owen Hart Inseguri herself out of this? I don't think so. But Dern gets spun out by Andrade and stays in this one with 11 seconds left to go in round number 1. Kick to the stomach and tried to back fist her way into victory. Throwing hands! Andrade gets... Pardon me, Dern drops Andrade! Fucking Andrade drops Dern. There we go. I got confused. Couldn't learn how to speak English anymore. And it's the end of round 1. Dern gets fucking dropped and almost walked off after winning round number 1, and that will change things up, in my opinion.
Yeah, wow. The odds just flipped. Hang on.
Follow the motherfucking bouncing ball on that one. Hoodalolly. And it looks like Dern... Her nose is a little puffy there. Slight concern if you're in Dern's corner. Let me take a look at the replay here.
I like these live odds. Makes it.
Yeah. Right now it's minus 250 for. Oh, pardon me.
Well, let me fix it for you. Whoops, that's not going to work.
Minus 195 for Andrade. Dern plus 175 are your current live odds. Brought to you by MG's wonderful graphics machine. Patent pending.
Yeah. And they just changed again. Jesus. This live stuff is.
That's gambling, baby. Round number 2. Starting inside the world's most famous arena. We're in a basement somewhere. Matt, Steph, and MG are with me.
There we go.
And Andrade throwing some solid lefts and rights. Kick to the leg by Andrade. Dern circling. Punch to the midsection by Dern to Andrade.
Trigger D, I haven't.
And that is true, Bucho. That's exactly what happened. I didn't get tongue-tied at all. I wasn't trying to figure out if I could speak English or any language anymore. I almost started speaking fucking Portuguese. Left hand thrown by Andrade. I wish I learned Portuguese. I'd see so much cooler if I knew Portuguese. 1 minute gone by here in round number 2. Kick to the ankle by Andrade. Dern got a little bit of swelling. Andrade has landed 15 of 16 leg kicks, 94%. Dern trying to utilize that left hand. And now, some raspberry jam now leaking from the face of Mackenzie Dern as Andrade continues to shift the momentum her way here in round number 2. The former world champion putting the former BJJ multiple-time world champion on notice inside one of the most iconic venues in fighting. 3:16, what left to go in the second round. Dern landing a couple of left hands, but Andrade continuing to load up with combos, trying to get that special, trying to get that game breaker, and a game-breaking right hand from Mackenzie Dern as she tries to fight her way back into this one. Dern on her bicycle, Andrade keeping pace. Steps inside, does Dern. Tried to get a takedown or try to get something. But Andrade having the wherewithal to get the fuck out of the way. And Andrade drops Dern with a left hand. And now, not fucking around with that BJJ prowess, lets Dern get back up and now just swinging. Swinging openly like a couple in the fucking villages. Going ham with her hands is Jessica Andrade. Mackenzie Dern on wobbly legs, moving around like someone on the Huntington line on the drunk train a little bit later on the night. 2:10 left to go. Dern trying to put everything in her punches, and she is down again. Mackenzie Dern down again. I'm unsure if they're going to call that a knockdown. Keith Peterson will get Dern back up. That will be the third knockdown for Andrade. Andrade now left hand. Oh, that hurt like a motherfucker. That hurt me. Dern is dropped again, and she is fucking done. Second round, Jessica Andrade dropping Mackenzie Dern. And Mackenzie Dern doesn't know if she's in the fucking Madison Square Garden, the Boston Garden, or a tea garden somewhere in Passaic. Big win for Jessica Andrade.
Man, it was hard keeping up with that swing.
Yeah. Whew. And Andrade, very emotional, getting the win.
She's still got something to give. She's been around a minute.
I believe that'll be a knockout.
Every time I see her, seems like I picked the fight she's dominant in.
That right hand to the jaw, that left hand. Holy shit. She certainly had to Dern that paycheck as Mackenzie Dern just got fucking clip-clopped in front of God and everybody. Mackenzie Dern was just eating those shots, and Andrade was throwing so freely towards the end of that fight. Whoo! I love this shit. We'll get the official decision in a second. Damn, Trigger, that's wild. And Andrade put up on the shoulders of her trainer as her opponent's blood is very much on her back. We gotta do the official things here. Toker, hey buddy. And
I gave the official result. That is just as official. Who do they think they are?
The governing body.
Wow.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Stephen Keller beat the accent out.
Steph has spoken. Steph has laid down the law.
Just wasn't her Dern. Oh, there's a lot of Dern puns. A lot of Dern and churning and Derning out there. The Hunter 7 Foundation official decision.
Oh, the professor is saying hi.
Hello, Professor.
He has a... Oh, we'll wait till the result.
Question for you. Winner by TKO.
TKO! Bastards.
But the professor in the chat, hello, I have a question for Steph to answer.
Oh, boy.
If this is how he does that.
Yeah, no,
so
please don't. I'd be so angry. If it is the question, please do not. No. Abandon ship.
Bucko, so many fighters who are dominating on the feet unthinkingly dive in on an opponent they've dropped without considering the best option would have the down opponent get back up. That is true. Oh, fuck, that was... We only got 2 more of these. We're fucking moving through.
They're not filling it with like video packages either.
They don't have to.
No, this isn't that ridiculous fight we watched a couple weeks ago.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let's get everyone home. Let's get Kid Rock out of here.
He's gotta go yell. He's gotta go shoot some beer. Literally. Like, that's just a waste of time.
You're going to read his question if you want to answer this as well.
Steph, why did they choose octagons instead of hexagons for the cage?
There's more corners for people to stand in.
We'll take it. Makes more sense.
I don't know. Is there a real answer?
No one's really... There's a bunch of people who claim credit for the 8-sided cage.
Yeah.
UFC actually had a really good documentary piece about it for the 25th anniversary 5 years ago when I started in combat sports, which is making me feel old.
Don't ask me a question you can't handle the answer. He doesn't know how correct he is.
Yeah. Fucking right on the head.
How many men have I made cry?
Outside of me?
It's been plenty. It's plenty.
If you want to I'll just
very
say
stealth
it.
with my words.
Cry, just so it'll be street cred.
Well, she doesn't need. She doesn't need to fucking steal any valor.
I do not need to steal any valor.
Young Ed spitting fire. That is true. All of that is very true. I also would fist fight somebody for some chicken fingers right now. I'm not gonna lie.
We have chicken in the fridge. It's healthy chicken.
I don't want healthy chicken. I understand we have healthy chicken. I want garbage chicken. I think it was Euclid who invented.
I don't get it.
He was I believe the mathematician who actually developed the shape of the octagon.
Oh, okay. All right.
Fuck you, Carlos Correa. Fuck you. I remember what you did. Juliana Pena's there. Michael Bisping. Oh my God, that's Harrington. That is fucking that is a Catalyst Wrestling main eventer just sitting there next to Michael Bisping.
Oh, there you go.
That's Tim Robinson. I don't know who that is, but that's Tim Robinson.
Motherfucker looks like Kid Cash. That's Sergei Pavlovich. He's fighting in the co-main event. I think the octagon is better because there's less sharp corners.
Less sharp corners.
All these squares make a circle, by the way. All these squares make a circle. Oh, look at this problem. He's got 100% finish rate, and he looks like...
Yeah, so do I. Sorry, go ahead. You were doing like your job and stuff. I'm sorry. It's too easy. Don't get up to shake my hand. Just sit down.
We can start the insanity a show earlier. We don't have to wait.
New setup.
If you don't hear me, it's because Matthew knocked out my microphone.
There's no way I would have been able to do that.
Hurry up. I don't know these people's names. I can't keep the viewers on hold for so long. Just go to the bathroom and come back and help me. I don't know how to pronounce these names. I don't know what they do. Like every time we do one of these shows, these names are new to me. Nothing gets retained. You understand? My brain is Teflon. Yeah.
You missed the last one where it was in Saudi Arabia and they all were Russian.
Why were they in such a hurry?
Oh my.
Sorry, everybody.
Off the rails.
I'm sorry.
Just gonna go there.
I don't care who you are. That's funny right there.
Well. We might as well.
Everybody was Russian. If the professor's still on after this, bless you. Yeah, I don't know. I've been watching this for how many years, even from helping behind the scenes before everyone got to hear my lovely voice, and none of these names stick in my head except maybe Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Let's see. Ronda Rousey would have already done by the time you. So.
Like I know who she is.
Right.
Like no, we'd watch like years ago before we did any of this. Like we'd watch every so often. Yeah. So like I was aware. I remember that one guy where like his leg got bent in a place that it really shouldn't have been. Was that Silva?
Oh, yeah. Yep. It sure was.
Okay, I remember that. That stays in my brain.
Yeah, well, that's hard to get out of your brain. That was one of the most nastier ones. Yeah.
What did I miss? Would you break?
Oh, I was just.
We're entertaining. We're being entertaining.
My own brain. I was saying how none of these names stick in my head. I don't know how you keep track of all of it.
I don't remember most other things.
Okay.
My brain is what you would call not functional.
Oh, the professor. My favorite Russian composer is Igor Beaver.
Stay in Montana.
No.
Stay there.
Good.
Come back.
Can you read the other one at the bottom?
Ivana Kucherkakov is his.
That's his least favorite Russian.
Crickety's least favorite Russian.
Better.
Which, yes.
I regret sitting down.
No, wait, say it. What is yours? I don't know.
Matt, what were you going to say?
What's your Russian
I said
name?
I put you one better. I just put it on the screen so we could all...
Oh, you just put the thing on. I see.
Aren't you going to miss this?
I might miss it a little bit.
Give us money now. Because after next month, we're not back for a while, and then maybe no more after that. I don't know. I'm impetuous.
At least we're getting a good card. I'm just mad we didn't get the match, the fight we were supposed to get tonight.
Oh, yeah, Jon Jones and Stipe? Yeah, I'm very sad.
Oh, that's so depressing. Jon Jones is probably going to be out. It's probably going to be sometime this next year before he can fight, right?
Well, like Buka, it's not a matter of if I'm going to miss it. Of course I'm going to miss it. I get to watch fights, yell at my television, and get validation. I fucking love this. But I also need to stop things every once in a while and have time for myself and my mental health. That's what I have to do. Have to, want to, two very different arguments. Matt's going to struggle with fighters' names tonight. You don't say.
Well,
you got a Pavlovich, you got an Aspinall, you got a fucking... Got a Procházka.
Chekhov. Isn't Chekhov fighting?
No, his gun was earlier.
It's Chekhov and Stanislavski, right? That's the main event.
Oh my god.
They were Russian. A lot of the modern day acting technique evolved from Russia.
Yeah. It's Chuck Close and Irene Adler. Those are the fucking main eventers.
Chuck Close and who?
Irene Adler or Stella Adler.
Stella Adler.
I look like
Irene Adler. Also, you mean Del Close?
Yes.
Chuck Close. You were wrong both times. I don't know who those people are.
Oh, fuck.
You mean Del Close and Stella Adler?
Yes.
And I don't believe they ever worked together.
I didn't think they worked together. That wasn't the question. Aspinall. Oh. Trigger D's on fire tonight. The chat is fucking cooking tonight.
Yes, they are.
Oh, yeah. Next show will be our holiday show, too.
We need to give you a Santa hat.
Yes. Yes. It's on brand for me. Be slutty Santa next show. Took Trigger D 3 days to make a minute rice. Well, that's just because you were. It's because you were cooking it in the big green egg and you were doing it at 5 degrees. It's just silly of you. Irene Adler was in oh, that's why. Yep, from the Hound of the fucking Baskervilles. I remember Irene Adler. Yes, I read it. Yeah, I read it when I was a kid. I liked Sherlock Holmes.
Trigger D is on fire. He just.
Yeah, he is. He should have my job. Fucking. It'll be him, Faux Sushi, and you, Matt, just doing the show.
Oh, fantastic!
That's how I hand it off, like fucking Carson at the end of the Tonight Show. Some weird, wild stuff. Tom Aspinall looking like every mid-90s relief baseball pitcher or jazz enthusiast. A very peculiar mustache. Well, Stanley Franklin wants you on the main screen, Matt. So if you want to show everybody your punum.
Oh, I can put it. I have the old
show
side by side.
Face has been up before.
Huh?
You've never been seen.
Again, you give them my social media. My face is everywhere.
I know. I think
if any other parts are out there, that was not sanctioned by me, but my face, my face is definitely out there.
I think they like the idea of you, who they are.
I mean, that's been most of my life.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, everybody.
I
donate to the super chat.
I could probably set it up, but that's neither here nor there. That's up to Stephanie. That's totally on her. If she will.
Again, just my social media. You can. There's so many videos of me.
Follow her at Steph Sotilli.
Or God's unwanted daughter, and because my last name is strange.
It's Sottile.
Yeah, but when you say it, no one can't. I wouldn't know how to spell that.
I'll go split screen after this fight. I'll let Matt call it.
Thank you.
And then during the breaks, during the intermissions, I'll go split screen.
Tom Aspinall's team looks like a bunch of dudes who don't know how to play cricket, but make fun of people at the cricket matches. Like they just show up there to shit talk them at the cricket matches.
And I don't know the answer to the professor's question. I don't. I don't know anything about Sherlock Holmes. Haven't read that one.
Aspinall has the shortest average fight time in UFC history with 2 minutes and 19 seconds. Jesus. That's not fair. That's not fair. Do they? Here's an odd question. I've not been to a UFC show in a couple of years. Since the pandemic, do they sell UFC replica belts at the shows?
That's a good question. I wouldn't be able to answer that.
Those tattoos are processes that man went through.
They are many. Those tattoos are
Yes, they are legion.
much tattoo.
Much tattoo. Many tattoo. Much ink.
It's always bizarre to me the work that people choose to have done. Where I've seen some full body, like everything. Those are weird.
I don't know why, but these entrances take the grandeur of the garden out of it for me. I don't know why, but it just feels like they're at any other arena. Like there's nothing to it that makes it feel like it's the garden.
You want more fanfare?
Not more fanfare. I like the garden, and this is just going back to being someone who grew up watching WWF events at the garden. That simplified atmosphere.
Yeah, where they
not a lot of flash, not a lot of yeah.
Mm.
Like it's just me like idolizing that. Yeah, like that old school fight feel of that simple walk, like with the lights and stuff. Like boxing at the Garden gets that down. That atmosphere is there for boxing. For MMA, I don't know. Like it was there for the Cormier fight.
I really wish they would still use that drop down. I really wish they would still use that drop down microphone at MSG. That was so cool.
Oh yeah, that was so fucking cool.
Mm.
But I feel like
WWE did it for one event, I think.
Yeah.
I forget which one it was, but yeah, I just think that's such a cool little touch. Mm.
I do like that, and I like the Garden. You don't need to overtreat it. You don't need to overproduce it. The Barclays Center, the Newark Arena, because they're like hockey arena. Like Newark's a hockey arena. It's a big barn, ostensibly. It's a great venue to watch hockey in and great venue to watch fights in, but it's a barn.
Prudential,
yeah,
right?
And the Barclays Center is the fucking Barclays Center. And
have you been to the USB yet? Have you been to the USB, or is that too far?
Yeah, I was at USB in April, and it's really cool. I like it. It is getting used to. The Coliseum is the worst venue ever. I dislike the Coliseum as a fan. The seats are always tiny.
Listen, Professor. I'm not answering that. None of us are answering that.
Yeah, we're not.
No, we're not talking about that. I think it'd be funny if somebody was oh my God, what's that guy's name? David Cross in Arrested Development when he was all blue.
Yes.
That's somebody I want to see travel back in time.
Thanks, gangster. I get it. I screwed that up on notes on one of the shows I produced where I got it backward because I'm a tech guy.
That tracks for you. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Aspinall 30, Pavlovich 31. Aspinall with the height advantage and the weight advantage. 261 and a half and 6'5" to the 260 and 6'3" of Pavlovich, but a massive 84-inch reach for Pavlovich, only 78 inches for Aspinall. The fact that man's reach is as long as it is, jumping fucking Jehoshaphat. Also, both of these guys look like the clones of other great heavyweight fighters. Like Pavlovich looks like a fake Fedor. Like he looks like a bargain bin Fedor, and fucking Aspinall looks like Frank Mir a little bit in the face, and I can't get past that. And I don't know what to deal with. Like it just feels like we've decided to do AI Fedor versus Mir, but I'd watch that. Would you watch AI renderings of MMA fighters fighting?
Trying to think of what that would look like. It sounds. I don't know what to think of that.
It would probably look like shit, but it would be funny. And I like that this fight is a pick'em. That's a fantastic way to walk into this one.
Mm.
Pavlovich is plus 110, Aspinall minus 130 according to the live odds. Where are we pulling these live odds from?
I am pulling these from DraftKings.
Oh.
So, because I like the layout and it does update pretty quickly.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, Trigger D, that's good. Yeah. Sergey is Fedor, Alexander, yep, and Peter Yan. Yeah, that's a fucking on point assessment. I like it when there's a angry, stoic Russian in a heavyweight division. It just makes sense. Like it just feels right. You know, growing up during the Klitschko era, it just feels like a seamless transition from that to Fedor. We've got Usyk now, Ukrainian.
Fedor could have had a better
cool.
UFC run.
They're holding each other very respectfully.
That's how they exchange protein strings. If you have a better way, they can do it. I'm all ears.
Stuff's on fire.
These two dudes are gonna fucking fight. Also, Kid Rock and Trump are one row behind Bill Burr and his wife. That is hilarious. Here we go with round one. Aspinall gets Pavlovich off his center of gravity quick as he tries to avoid an ankle kick from Aspinall. Aspinall looking to make something happen here early. Pavlovich avoids a body kick from Aspinall. Trying to circle. Kick to the knee. Followed up! And Aspinall eats a couple of shots from Pavlovich. Left hand from Aspinall. Bill Burr does have a very shiny head. But he's earned the right to have a shiny head. Man was on Tough Crowd, goddammit. Right hand, Pavlovich is down! Pavlovich gets dropped! And Tom Aspinall, in under 2 minutes, lights the lamp in the garden and wins the heavyweight title! Holy fucking shit!
That is amazing.
Jesus.
Fucking slapped his ass. We have a British world heavyweight champion. And Tom Aspinall is crying inside Madison Square Garden.
Pavlovich had no idea where he was. Like, none. He was just done.
And there's Mark Coleman. Michael Bisping called it for his fellow Englishman.
Sometimes I wonder if...
in the first round...
We'll
go through the replay. That overhand right behind the ear, and then fucking Donkey Kong punched him right, left. There's that overhand right. Bang! Right above the ear. Fucking resets him like a 56K modem. And then bing, bong, you're fucking done, pal. Bop! Damn. And then that quick, he's bang, bang, right at the top of the head. Pavlovich is down, and the hammer fists are just fucking masturbatory at that point. And Tom Aspinall is the new UFC heavyweight champion, and everybody inside Madison Square Garden losing their collective shit.
He's like, well, he knows he at least has one big payday on sometime next year.
Oh, he fighting somebody for he might fucking knock out. He might fuck around and ruin Jon Jones' legacy.
Yeah. How would that be?
Shit,
that's the fight,
Stipe
right?
got dropped by Stipe's been dropped. Like, that could fucking happen.
So I'm guessing this guy would fight Stipe next, right?
No, he would fight Jones. Jones is the world heavyweight champion.
Yeah, but depending on how long Jones is out, I could see him fighting Stipe first. If Stipe wants to.
They would not. That's not the main event of a fucking pay-per-view, bro.
Okay.
Unless it's in England. Unless it's in England.
I'm just spitballing here. What do I know?
Friggin' D will never gamble again.
Oh man,
Pavlovich is so mad at himself. He also looks like Russian Rob Gronkowski.
Well, now we got like 20 minutes to burn because all right.
Well, the interview, various genuflecting. Tom Aspinall, a.k.a. Shane Gillis with self-control, getting the win. Knock him out in 1 minute and 9 seconds. He became the world heavyweight champion in 69 seconds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. He should retire. That is so perfect.
Yeah.
He say that for the rest of his life.
He knocked someone out in 69 seconds in Madison Square Garden. What else is there to do? Honestly. What the fuck? How do you beat that? Like, does he go to 69th Street? What the fuck is on 69th Street?
Whenever I think of 69, I think of here in I-75 in Michigan, exit 69, Big Beaver Road. That's a thing.
Fuck you.
That's a thing.
Fuck you, Michigan. Fuck you and your poison water.
Hey, our water's fine now. We just spy on things now.
Jesus Christ.
Likely story. Stop kidnapping governors. Jonathan Slode in the chat. Ask your doctor about Aspinall today. Side effects might include sudden drowsiness. Just he fucking knocked his shit loose. Like, you see him start to tumble over, and there's nothing he can do. There's absolutely nothing he can do. I forget how long did Jones and Cyril Gahn go. That was not a short fight, but it went 2 rounds. It went into the second, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the cast of Peaky Blinders now has an NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Fucking really don't like the UFC belt. I honestly don't like. Oh, it was a first round. It was a first round submission. Right.
Well,
fuck, what am I thinking?
Well, just like what the WWE's doing now, those belts, because they're everywhere, they're branded, they ain't going anywhere. Neither of them.
Well, I know that. I'm not expecting them to fucking completely revolutionize what it means.
But we can bitch about it. I get it. That's perfectly.
Like, the belt serves its function.
Mm-hmm.
Stipe Miocic looking like he owns a lot of real estate. There's the WWE United States champion. That is hilarious. And that angle of his hair is fucking great.
He also wants to shout out Dominic Mysterio.
Yes. ONE FC does have some nice belts. He is just smiling at the camera, just very happy that people know who he is.
Oh my god.
He's just there. That shot of his fucking comb over, though, that cotton candy head of his, fucking.
I'm seeing it right now, and I can't.
Just
I
watching
can't hold
that
it back.
candy apple fucking caramel head of his.
Oh my god.
That man, his skin color is Snapple.
I popped for that. I'm sorry.
Makes Hogan in '86 look fucking pale.
All right.
Tan mom looking ass.
Hi, kids. I'm live. I'm real.
Hi. Ah, it's your face.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Oh, I do want to turn
it looks like a before and after photo, and I don't know for what, and I feel like that's concerning. Someone buy me the UFC game so I can knock Fedor out with Muhammad Ali. I feel like that's a fair thing to ask from people. They should reward them with belt buckles. Oh, the knee. Yeah, the knee fucked up the thigh, but then it was just blub blub. Bring that shit to Europe. Pereira in the Knicks locker room, so he's gonna fucking lose. Jesus.
Is that what we do?
Fucking closest thing the goddamn Gardens had to a title game in who knows how long. It was the last time the Rangers choked a fucking Stanley Cup. I hate the sport I like. Hi, Olive.
Hey, at least you've had teams win things. We're just now feeling.
Are you a Red Wings fan and a Pistons fan?
Pistons fan, Red Wings fan, but we haven't. I mean, it's been 2004. Well, I guess Wings 2008. That's still a long time ago, dude. It's been a minute.
I know. I'm just saying. It's like it has happened. It's been a minute, but it happened.
And well, I adored the Tigers when they went on that 5-year run there. But they just never pulled it. Oh yeah, and dude, my favorite time going to one of the playoff games was just goddamn electric and amazing. And that was right. The city was still recovering then too when I went.
Yeah. Oh, it's like the Yankees and the Diamondbacks, like 2001. It was like, oh, it was a very odd World Series.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was I actually had a lot of fun with that series. I loved it. That was one of my favorite series to watch. It's just a outside fan watching. I thought that was pretty cool.
You know, that was a very interesting one. Main event time. The cupping in that video package. Like, did he know that they were shooting a video package with him with swords when he got his back cupped and then decided, yeah, I'm good.
I'm
in the chat as a Jets, Mets, Knicks, and Rangers fan. Who doesn't remember 1994? I'm offended by 2008 was a long time ago. Not wrong.
Oh.
Not wrong.
Fair.
I got 3 giant Super Bowls in my lifetime. So.
I will defer.
And I was at the 94 Ranger.
Apologize.
Should.
Mm-hmm.
Should. Say it again and mean it. Does this fight go over? Well, I would be 35 by the election. Do I?
You can do whatever you want.
Oh, that'd be a terrible idea.
It's the effects that it will have. I think is what you should be worried about.
It would ruin me. There's a reason why I do this on the internet and don't do anything serious.
You can write your own name in if you'd like.
Yeah. If you want to write me in for something, go for it.
Or Olive.
Yeah,
put her
Olive in for something.
Wow. Here it is. Steven, you want Steph?
That's...
Oh, I get assassinated so fast.
Yeah.
They would not like my ideas.
You'd slapbox someone at a debate.
And
I would pay to watch. I would too.
I would care about the unimportant things, like you cannot make a reboot of anything until 100 years after it existed.
That's true.
No more. Just no more. You can't use that animation style that everyone's using now, where everything looks like Toy Story. You go back to 2D animation.
Oh.
That is a bill I will pass, and I will veto anyone that says otherwise.
Paul Pothead said Gilbert Gottfried for president. The logical step. Gilbert Gilbert's passed.
He can't quite sign bills right now.
Dead president. She'd make Trudeau cry, and I'm okay. I think I could beat Vivek Ramaswamy in a fight.
I would invade Canada, but only for their entire supply of beaver tails. The pastry with all the toppings on it. Yes, that's what I will take from Canada.
Can we just take over Tim Hortons too?
I would do it
Kind
for
of fan
Tim
of Tim
Hortons.
Hortons.
The rice to Shorzy.
They are okay. I haven't, but although I haven't, last time I tried them was 2008, which wasn't a long time ago. So I don't remember the last time. Yes, that's the joke.
I want poutine so bad right now. I'd fist fight a small family of 4 to get some poutine.
I mean, well, no, the Dunkin' is closed. Yeah, there's no access to donuts right now.
Yeah, that's why I want poutine. Aristocrats and Gilbert. Oh, yeah. Probably the greatest. If you haven't, don't do it now because we're about to enter the main event. They're doing main event walkouts now. But when this is done, Google Gilbert Gottfried Aristocrats.
Yes, that will be my inauguration speech.
Yes.
Before
I walk
they
up there, they swear me in. A family walks into a talent agency. That is how I address the country.
Real quick, before we get started with the main event.
Yes.
Favorite comedian of all time? You got one. Who is it?
I can't do this.
Carlin.
I mean,
Can't narrow it down. That's, Matt, I'm with you. It's by far my favorite.
It's. I mean, yes.
It rotates.
Yes, but you also there's so many categories. I mean, are we
Eddie
talking
Murphy,
about comedians that have pushed envelope and did something new?
Yeah.
Are we talking about storytellers, observationalists?
Right.
Like you got to break it in.
Gets it.
You got to break it into categories.
853, 4 people. Now
I
you're
mean,
playing the
it's
game.
a loaded question, but I'm curious what the chat thinks. Eddie fucking Murphy. Make sure I got solid answer. Solid answer.
Yeah. For me, it's if I'm putting together a top 4, it's Carlin, Bill Hicks, Bill Burr is in the running.
I think he's one of the modern legends. I agree with that.
See,
Bob Newhart's a solid one.
That's
These are all good. This is why you can't pick one.
Chappelle,
because they all did. They all contributed something great.
My other one.
Rivers. Everybody that's on our dining room wall.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Rickles.
Love Don Rickles. I mean, just so
he's on the level of Pauly Shore.
You know what? You're right. No. So sorry we offended you. Absolutely. Pauly Shore. Absolute legend.
Rodney's a good answer. Pryor, obviously. Fucking Paul Mooney. Patrice is in the argument for me.
And see, but I would put Lenny Bruce because again of his importance in history. Even though that's
what the show's going to end up being when we're done is just me.
That will kill me.
Yeah.
You want to take a mental health break? This will turn my brain into mush.
Shout out to Gaxter29 making an Aristocrats reference in a professional academic presentation today. Good on you, buddy. Bill Burr, Philly rant. That's the biggest thing Opie and Anthony have ever done.
And they had nothing to do with it.
No, they just happened to do that. Carrot Top is the best.
Carrot Top, yes.
Well,
yes.
It was the anniversary of Gallagher's death yesterday. So
okay.
I was going to say, so now you get prop comedy. So yeah, so Steph is right. There is no one answer here.
No, Carrot Top, number 1. Jeff Dunham, those two. Carlin wishes he could be that smart.
He wishes he could have various puppets that are vaguely, if not blatantly, racist. If you name a famous comedian, I probably got their breakfast in the late 2000s.
Right.
Literally, if you name a famous comedian.
Oh yeah, Dice?
No. I was there the day he came back to the show.
Oh, okay.
Hannah Gadsby.
There's also Redacted. Redacted was on when you were working.
Yes.
You'll figure it out. Ooh, I'm talking about. This is so fun.
Jiri
Wow, he's
Prochazka
right
making
by.
his walk to the octagon. Someone bet 88 grand on Prochazka's money line plus 110. He can win up to $186,000.
Yeah, he was behind, and now look at it. It's 100%
WC Fields. It's
Now you're
fucking
going back.
wild.
But yeah.
Yeah, our live odds right now split 110-110 between Pereira and Prochazka. Shout out Bob Hope.
How's he doing? He doing all right?
He is very dead.
Oh, all right. Good for him.
Someone said because of Veterans Day, and he always did that Veterans tribute show. So fair. That's fair.
I've been on a talk show kick lately. Like, I've been watching a shit ton of old Letterman. Well, all Letterman's old Letterman. Mitch Hedberg's a great answer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like, fuck how, like, just you look at that and Conan, and you look at just the building blocks of modern comedy.
More so Conan, but okay, yeah.
Conan took a lot from Letterman, and he has admitted as such.
Yeah. He was faithful to his wife. He didn't take that from Letterman. He didn't take everything from Letterman.
He didn't say that he fucking okay.
Wow.
Goddamn.
Mark Twain. I love that.
Tom Segura.
Mark Twain.
Letterman and O'Reilly was very funny. Letterman won. It is interesting, like, where we view comedy and, like, how do we find our favorites? Because Carlin automatically resonates with a lot of people of a certain generation. And I feel like the same thing with, to tie it back into what we're doing, like MMA fighters, where you come into, like, it's entry points. And it's the same thing with any sport, or, like, why someone who grew up in New York would root for the fucking Cowboys or the Steelers, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, your favorite fighters are going to be from the era where you came into the sport, or where you found, like, those access points. Like, Muhammad Ali is one of my favorite fighters of all time, because it just like, I found a bunch of Muhammad Ali stuff. Joey Bishop, you son of a bitch.
For wrestling, it would be Sting and Roddy Piper, because that's
that's
the
right.
now it's watching. Medusa.
Shout out that garbage can. My favorite wrestlers aren't my entry point wrestlers, though. That's the weird thing. Even though Undertaker's a part of that, like, my favorite wrestler is Bryan Danielson right now. So.
Mm-hmm.
But that was my entry into indie wrestling, so that does make sense. No, we mentioned Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers is fucking brilliant.
Dare you?
Phyllis Diller, Moms Mabley, like,
Oh
they all played a fucking big part in the establishment of modern comedy. Brendan Schaub is hilarious. In what sense? Because in the classical sense, let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Pereira 36, Procházka 31. Pereira with the height advantage 6'4" to 6'3". Procházka with the reach advantage 80 to 79. Both weighing in at 204 pounds.
I'm back.
I don't want to watch news radio. And Andy Gaxer's 29 is right. Andy Kaufman for both. Andy Kaufman is one of my favorite wrestlers. Unironically.
Andy Kaufman is a good call on that. Definitely.
Derek Cleary, Sal D'Amato, and somebody else are the judges. Mark Goddard is your referee, looking very much like he is trying to get some cougar gush downtown in the LES after this fight is over.
All right, I'm going to put this on you.
I'm not backpedaling on the females. There's fucking very good female comedians. They're not at the top of my list, but they earned a fucking seat at the goddamn table.
Joan Rivers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who said Joan Rivers earlier?
It's on the top of the list.
Before she went absolutely nuts, Roseanne Barr I thought was funny. Before she went bizarre and weird. And I can't.
At
even
what point
take
was
her
that?
seriously now.
Was that when she won the lottery on her show and then everything just kind of went downhill?
Before she even was on her show, when she was just doing stand-up.
Well, Jack Black's not a stand-up, but there are things that Orange County is a very underrated movie, in my opinion. Mainly for John Lithgow. Anything John Lithgow's in, I more than likely will give a chance to watch. If you have anything. Jessica Kirsten's funny.
Olive, anything now? No, nothing.
Trigger D with a very good line. I'd rather get an ingrown toenail removed than watch Schaub's comedy special again. Shouldn't you be watching your son then, Pam?
Oh, here's a good one. This one, Stephen Wright. This one,
Virginia Valley with a great answer.
Yeah.
Albert Brooks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that documentary, I think.
Yeah, that dropped today.
Oh my God.
Be watching that tomorrow. Funniest British comedian, Eddie Izzard.
Eddie Izzard.
Stephen Fry.
Well, they're not stand-ups, but yeah.
Stand-up. Ricky Gervais.
Mm.
He's not British, but fucking Jim Jeffries. In terms of comedian.
I was gonna say Steve Coogan, who's also
Steve
not.
Coogan's fucking hilarious. Olive, get her away from there.
She's looking at your lamp.
I know. I just don't want her to try to eat anything off of that desk. Norm Macdonald, fucking Norm. Jimmy Carr's got the propensity to be very funny. I'm trying to figure out.
I think Eddie Izzard is at the top.
Yeah.
Like me some Chris Rock here and there.
Rock, obviously. Fucking. Oh, Peter. No, Peter's. No, fucking. Peter Dudley Sellers? Moore and fucking his partner. Who is Dudley Moore's partner?
His partner?
Yeah, he did comedy with a fucking. Fucking goddamn it. Oh, we filled.
Peter Cook.
Peter Cook. That's who it was. Benny Hill. Peter Sellers was an amazing actor, but I was thinking of
Benny Hill is one of the first things I saw when I was like 3.
Round 1, here we go. You son of a bitch. White Bernie Mac is one of the funniest things I ever saw in my life. Olive. Smash that like button, ring the notification bell, throw some shekels in the super chat if you can. We're doing one more of these. 30 seconds gone by, and both of these guys are trying to leg kick each other. That was the left hand. Olive, you are so good.
She's very excited.
Body kick attempt by Pereira not landing. Over 45 seconds gone by in round 1. It is midnight, and we are at the main event. Procházka throwing a right hand, trying to become the UFC light heavyweight champion. Kick to the ankle. Procházka goes down. He gets right back up. That canvas is a motherfucker, it feels like tonight. Procházka gets his ankle kicked again. Pereira now controlling the pace of this fight. Now he's on his bicycle. Procházka fakes out. Pereira. Circling around now. Kick to the ankle. Right hand followed up by a left uppercut, trying to go for the single leg. Avoiding the ankle kick again is Procházka. He avoids a left hand from Pereira. Trying to get inside is Procházka. Throws a right and followed up by a left and a right. Neither really land. Under 3 minutes now left to go in round number 1 of 5 for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship. Head kick blocked. Pereira trying to avoid Procházka. Kick to the body, duck under, and now Jiri eating some fucking right hands from hell. Now pulled into a guillotine attempt. Pereira trying to get the submission here. Procházka in a bit of trouble, pressing the Brazilian up against the octagon fence. 2:20 now left to go in the round. And Procházka lifts up Pereira and now pulls himself further, deeper into a potential submission. Procházka in trouble. Could be an early night at the office, trying to fight out of it. Looked like Procházka was tapping, but he was punching. Now trying to posture up is Procházka, driving the forearm into the jaw and into the clavicle of Pereira. Trying to posture up, but Pereira holding on for dear life with 1:40 left to go in the first round. It has been a quick night here at the office. Looking to wrap this one up in a neat 2.5. Looking to pop up Procházka. Holding in the face of Pereira down with his forearm, trying to continue to get any leverage. Punch to the ribs by Procházka. Procházka trying to throw that right hand, trying to posture up, being held down by Pereira. 1:08 left to go in round number 1. Under a minute now. Round 1 of 5 for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship. Inside Madison Square Garden, Procházka throwing right hands. And now with 40 seconds left to go. As that right leg is figure forward by the Brazilian on Procházka. Pressed up against the fence. Young Ed, a true warrior. Both men back up to a standing position. Procházka back with the shits with a right hand. Dragging that ankle a little bit, but might have done enough damage to Pereira to where he slowed him down a little bit. Uppercut by Procházka, and that will be the end of round 1. 1 round down, 4 more to go. And not necessarily what Procházka wanted from a round 1.
Just flipped.
What was that?
These odds are back to even. It was going one way, and it went back. I'm going to put it back up in a second.
I think it's going to be one of those fights where there's not going to be a clear winner until we get the championship round.
Yeah, which is good because we really haven't had one of those yet.
Yeah.
And I like drama.
I would prefer someone drop somebody in the next round so I can end this, walk the dog, and get a sandwich.
Okay, fair.
But there's that takedown from Procházka that quickly turned into a guillotine attempt.
I thought I was absolutely stupid, but wow, these odds. Okay.
I'd give Pereira the round. Procházka fought really hard and gained control towards the end of it, but it's kind of up in the air. I can see them giving it 10-9 to Pereira.
And then they changed again.
Well, yeah, they're called live odds, buddy. Right now it's -115, -115. We'll get them updated in a second. Round 2, just about 20 seconds gone by. Kevin Ioli has it 10-9 Procházka. Both men standing in the center, circling back. Procházka on his back foot. Pereira lands a left and a right to the pec, and Procházka is dragging that right ankle around. I don't know if it's his walking style. D'Amato and Cleary are judging the fight, by the way. Those are the 2 judges I saw, Trigger. I'm sorry. Right? Missing with the right and landing softly with the left uppercut is Procházka. Jumping kick. That'll send Pereira back a little bit. Right, and then a left to the right to the body, overhand left. Not landing cleanly. Procházka now looking for something. Set up some momentum Quick left jab from Pereira. Ooh, that one caught Procházka. Another leg kick. Procházka getting mad, trying to get into some zone where pain doesn't matter anymore. And it's not innuendo. It's literally taking the dog for a walk. The Angel Hernandez of judges. That's a great one, Steven. That's a solid line. Left hand followed up by a right hand attempt. Oh, Procházka catches him. Pereira now up against the fence, eats a knee. Now trying to fight his way out, throwing some devastating hands, but gets caught with a right and then a left. Procházka making this one a phone booth fight, throwing heavy shots, lands a knee. Does Procházka, lands a left hand, and then overhand right. Now back up against the fence is Pereira. He knees Procházka in the midsection. Now Procházka stalking Pereira. 2:17 now in the round. Both men looking to become the light heavyweight champion. Mark Goddard is the official. Kick to the ankle by Pereira. Procházka now leading with the right will switch back to a left. Leading stance. He eats a left to the side of the head, knee to the body. Right now, in terms of strikes, 18-9 for Procházka and hits to the head, 7-6 in shots to the body, 13-5 for Pereira in terms of leg kicks and kicks to the leg region. 92 seconds left to go in round number 2. Right now, the over being 1.5 rounds. The over was minus 175, so Merry Christmas to all who took the over. Left hand by Pereira. Throws a quick right hand. Leg kick from both men. Right hand catches Pereira. Little raspberry jam. Procházka tried to go to the takedown, and now Pereira just punching and elbowing the shit out of Procházka. Procházka is down, and this is all over. It is over, and I am trying to figure out what the fuck happened. Procházka is stopped. Pereira is being lifted up on his shoulders. It looked like he might have been stopped for illegal strikes, but this one's over, and it looks like Jiri Prochazka got stopped maybe a little too early, but Pereira is the new UFC light heavyweight champion. And if you took the over, you just skated it under the wire. And if you took Jiri Prochazka, I'm just sorry. I got nothing else for you, but I'm sorry. Terry, I'm sorry about the banquet.
I think those elbows is what stopped it.
Yeah, no, when he was in there and he just it was lefts and rights and then just started throwing in the elbows because he couldn't get in with punches. So we'll go through it again. Procházka lands the right, gets Pereira backwards, couple of quick left jabs. Overhand right misses, and there's that right hand to the jaw, followed up by the left. Once he gets caught with that left, it's almost over. And then there are just these elbows to the side of the face. They're not in the back of the head. They're close. They're borderline. But they're right on the side of the head. And there's that fucking left hand. That left hand crumples Pereira and gives, Procházka, and gives Pereira the championship. That right leading to the left was some nasty business. That was some fucking nasty work. And Stanley Franklin put it best. Shit, fuck, piss. Flim-flarn filth. And the last samurai gets cut down before his time, or at least he thinks so. We have a new UFC light heavyweight champion in Alex Pereira, and Procházka is pissed, which is just a fun sentence to say.
So, am I wrong about this? But is light heavyweight the one division that never gets it's never consistent? Always there's something going on with it?
This division since fucking Jones and goddamn
Cormier were going back and forth, right?
Jones and Cormier, it's been fucking in flux. There's been no stability in that division for half a decade.
No, so you win one, you might get one defense, and then you lose it. That's why I feel like it's like this has been.
Yeah. But on that note, we'll wrap this one up here. Final thoughts. Fucking 2 back-to-back sleeper cards on UFC shows that showed the fuck up and showed the fuck out. Olive, I know.
Good cards. Very, would you say, I don't know. The fact that we didn't get the fight we wanted, this turned out pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, these have been great fights. They over-delivered in terms of excitement. But on that note, for MG Geek, for Steph, for Olive the Fat Baby, and for all of you, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for being a part of this. And we got one more crack at it. UFC 297 next month. I'm looking that up. That is hold on, 296. I'm sorry. We're with you for UFC 296, and we'll be with you on December 16th. December 16th will be the last time we do these shows monthly. We'll be back for UFC 300, but after that, who the fuck knows? But we got one more time to do this. So on December 16th, you better be here. You better tell your friends. You better tell anybody you know that used to watch this show, whether it was on Combat Culture, fucking MMA Mania, ESPN MMA, or here on Mat Men. You know they like the show. Come hang out. We're going to have one big last motherfucking holiday party where we hope you get fucked up with us as we watch the fights. But I'm going to go walk a fat baby and then order a sandwich. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. So long from the Garden State.